just as they planned. Another Game 3 turnaround for the LA Clippers, down 0-2 for the third straight series. They win Game 3 for the third straight series to get themselves back into it in the Western Conference Finals. Final here, 106-92, with the Clippers outscoring Phoenix by 16 in the second half thanks to a dominant third quarter. Hi, welcome in. Good to have you with us. Playoff Central Live, presented by AT&T 5G. That's 3D. Dennis Scott right over there. That's the Hall of Famer, Isiah Thomas. I'm Matt Weiner. Good to have you with us. This has become the Clippers' MO, right? You bury yourself in an 0-2 hole, and then you come back somehow. Even without Kawhi Leonard, they were dominant in the second half tonight. Really good defense against Chris Paul, who's back in this series now for Phoenix, and against Devin Booker, really the last two games. And defense is probably what carried them mostly tonight.
Most definitely. And when you talk about their defense, the way Patrick Beverly came out and played, and knowing him from the west side of Chicago, he went back to his west side of Chicago roots, picking up full court, harassing, chasing, just being a pest on defense. And I thought, his defensive effort and intensity and energy really gave the Clippers, a boost on the offensive side. Good defense translates to good offense. And I thought Patrick Beverly, defensively, what he was able to do throughout the course of the game, 3D, I thought was very impressive on the defensive side of the ball. Man.
I mean, he sets a tone for sure, and we saw that in Game 2. You may not love Patrick Beverly if you're an opponent. You may not love him if you're neutral, if for that matter, because he's annoying. But
it's like when you're outside, like it's a net.
Yeah,
that's how Patrick Beverly was.
But there's an effect. They were plus 24 with him on the floor tonight. And Chris Paul and Devin Booker were a combined 10 of 40 from the field.
Matt, when you have someone like Patrick Beverly that's a pest, a gnat, a fly, like being at home, it's like you're always worried about him. That's what Devin Booker saw tonight.
Yeah.
He saw, in Game 2 as well. So the last two games, Devin Booker has not shot the ball particularly well. Talk about Chris Paul. We as athletes, we take 11 days off. We feel good. We okay. We're still human beings.
Yeah,
so
you
a little bit of rust. Patrick Beverly being a pest, it wore on Chris Paul tonight. So they never really got into that Phoenix Suns flow we've been seeing all playoffs long.
We also talked in our pregame about Ty Lue's choices of bigs in this series. He's gone back to Ivica Zubac, who started the last couple of games, and Zubac was huge all game long, particularly in the first half. 28 points and 16 boards tonight. That matchup with Ayton went the Clippers' way.
Yeah, it totally did, and you got to give Ty Lue credit. I mean, he knows his team. He doesn't panic. He knows what they need when they need it, and he's found a way to get them right back into this series. I thought confidence-wise, he gave them the confidence to really shoot the basketball and play well. And I don't know what I just haven't seen a coach in years do what Ty Lue is doing.
Yeah.
Now, if he comes back and win this series, man.
Well, that's
because he's doing stuff over the last 10, 15 years that coaches just haven't been able to do in this league with teams with these kind of deficits in the playoffs.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins didn't play at all tonight in this game, but I think I said Zubac had too many points.
He
was plus 28.
There you go.
Which is huge.
Yes.
Best number for the Clippers, but 15 points and 16 boards. Thank you, 3D.
No, come on, we're teammates, buddy. So, but to your point, that's why in the pregame show I was like, I'm not going to count Ty Lue out just yet. I was at the Dallas series. I saw Luka give him 44, 15, and 11. He said, we okay. I said, what film you watching? You know what I mean? I'm like, what film you watching? You okay? The guys giving you these kind of numbers. He said, I got a plan. And once again, Patrick Beverly was the part of the plan tonight to be a pest, to pick up 94 feet. We don't normally see that in the NBA, let alone in the playoffs, Zeke.
How about Reggie Jackson?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, come on.
I mean, we know he got game, but over the last couple of years, we just haven't seen it on display. But again, the confidence that he's given his players, down 2-0, in a must-win game. He's got them playing free and loose and coming out and shooting threes, and it's just like I say, I haven't seen a coach be able to do this in my lifetime of coaching. And like I say, going back to Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. And I've been in the NBA Finals a couple of times.
Yeah.
When you down 3-1, your ass going home. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's the way it usually works.
That's it. And you know, he brought his team all the way back. You know, it's pretty amazing.
Already overcome as a coach, more 0-2 deficits than anybody in NBA history. You know, Jackson has been great for this team. He is a fearless scorer, and that's what they need him to do. Take shots and make shots, particularly with Kawhi Leonard not on the floor. We saw him up on a suite tonight during Game 3. Paul George, on the other hand, like Kawhi, is a sort of a low pulse rate guy. He's hard to read occasionally, but in situations like this, he's also not going to get too excited. And he didn't shoot the ball great tonight, but a lot of good stuff out of George.
Yeah, man, and understanding when you say next man up, sometimes it's got to be you within. And I think that's what Paul George is showing this week. And last year, so many people poked at him how he played in the bubble. Well, guess what? He got out to a slow start against Luka. He found his confidence and finished out that series. Then the next series. Now against Phoenix, okay, didn't shoot the ball particularly well. No Kawhi Leonard. Now let me get everyone else involved. And I think that's what we've shown, that I don't have to shoot more. Let me share more, play good defense. How many rebounds tonight? 15 rebounds.
15, yeah.
So he showed he can do other things and still be the best player on the floor.
And because he shared, you know, guys like Luke Kennard, right, who we know can shoot the basketball, but we haven't seen him this whole year play with this kind of confidence that he was playing with tonight. And he wasn't, you know, he didn't have like a 20-point night or anything,
right,
but his confidence in the way he played and the way he shot the basketball and the way he went after it, I thought he made, you know, a couple of big shots and a couple of feel-good moments that really gave the Clippers some momentum.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that the Clippers won this game. I really am, because I had Phoenix coming in with momentum, Kawhi out, Paul ready. I thought Phoenix, you know, could go up 3-0 tonight. And, again, give the Clippers credit.
Home team's now 3-0, and we have ourselves a series with Phoenix now up 2-1. And let's go to Reggie Jackson tonight. 23 points for Jackson on 9 of 17 shooting. Let's listen in.
It seemed like you guys couldn't really get that lead up to 20, even though you guys were pushing, making that run in the third quarter. How did you guys just get over that hump there down at the end?
I just found a way to make some shots, started taking care of the ball. They're a great team. They're a great team. They're here for a reason. You can't give them any extra opportunities, give them any easy baskets, any opportunities to transition. So we just had to shore up things, take care of the ball, and those within them were fortunate enough to get good shots in for them to fall.
You guys won your 9th game this postseason, you're going 0-2. What is it about being the 0-2 Kings that you guys just are able to bounce back like that?
The team's resilient. This team is resilient. We always believe. We never give in. We never say die. Like I said, we never really have doubt. We continue to just chip away.